Yes, guys, welcome back to Flat Cap Bureau Talk. Here to do a bit of a scout report, except this time, as a lot of people have demanded, as a lot of people do definitely enjoy a bit of a highlight reaction for this one, joined by David Harris. We are going to be reviewing Jed Spence. And with Jed Spence, somebody that's definitely been, heavily rumored with Spurs, I must say. Lots of kind of, different tabloids saying that, Spurs have sent some scouts over to see the guy. Spurs are, interested in a bid in the summer, even in January. So perhaps this guy could maybe be another right wing back. And who knows, perhaps this could finally be the one after a long graveyard of right wing backs and right backs for Spurs. But born in London, England, age 21, I think, born in August 9th, 2000. So 21 years old, will be 22 in the summer. 6 feet and a half inches or 6 foot and a half. And then as well, 1.84 meters. Middlesbrough is actually his parent club, but he is a Nottingham Forest loanee at this time. And then his youth career is Fulham. Position as a right back, but he's really been playing a lot of right wing back this season. Everybody, I've seen kind of a lot of just the lineups given by Google, and by the looks of it, they've been playing a lot of five in the back, three in the back. Forest half this season. He's been playing right wing back, so perhaps he could slot right into our side. 2021-22 season so far, 28 matches played, one goal. I think he's had two goals in his whole career, maybe for Forest, by the way, or all the matches played. He has had for Forest. But Dave, maybe anything about Jet Spence that maybe you feel like people should know, that maybe the Flat Cap Army should know? Because to be honest, I've only seen him in that match, of course, against the Scum.
No, look, for me, I actually, as a kid, I really like Jack. He's got a very good engine. He's strong. He's powerful. He stays switched on. He's got good concentration. I think he's very good defensively, but Jack, he's also very, very good going forward as well. And I really like that about him. The biggest thing I think we can take from this guy is that he's an engine. He's still young enough where we can still mold him into exactly what we need out in that position if he was to come to Tottenham Hotspur. And for me, I just think I really like him, Jack. I like how aggressive he is. I watched him against Arsenal. He was very, very aggressive. He completely pocketed the player he's up against. I can't remember who was up against now, but I just remember watching the game, and he was just a constant thorn in Arsenal's side.
Mm.
And
Could he be different than an Emerson, do you feel like, Dave?
um,
Or is he more similar, maybe?
I think he's very similar, maybe, but maybe a bit better on the ball, I would say, Jack, to be honest
Interesting.
with you.
Interesting.
Um, but no, I really do like this guy. I really do. He does have, I think he's got two career goals so far. Well, two goals in the league. I think he has. I think he actually has a few goals across his career, Jack. Look, this is a
Yeah,
guy that's been outcasted by Fulham, and may I add, Fulham actually have an excellent youth academy.
they
You
do.
look over the last couple of years, how many players they've brought through, or who haven't even maybe worked out at Fulham, but have gone on to have careers elsewhere.
Spot
So,
on.
to come through that academy, Jack, you have to be a good player. And for me, I think this guy has everything. And if a world class manager took him on, this guy has no ceiling.
Absolutely, Dave. Well, let's break down the highlights then. Might as well, everybody. So let's break down these highlights of Jet Spence. We'll see what they have to. We'll see what they show us. I must say, we'll see what they can show us. Certainly, we'll see if he has maybe that delivery and that in the box sort of composure that Emerson doesn't have. Certainly, showing a few more techers than Emerson does at this moment, Dave. I must say.
He's just tenacious, isn't he? He just
Very
loves to get
tall,
stuck in.
actually. Does look
Yeah,
also very tall. It's good to have maybe. I know Sean wants that, Dave. He wants that taller right wing back there as well.
yeah.
That's what he doesn't like about Tarek Lamptey. Ooh, that's he seems to glide. He's a lot quicker than he looks. Oh, whoa, Dave. That definitely a big upgrade on Emerson's step overs for sure. There,
Even his recoveries have been good, but he's good on the ball, Jack. And
he's lanky.
I think this is why he has the ability to be able to make it in the Premier League mostly, is because he is confident on the ball.
Interesting. He seems to really be a ball carrier and like a ball progressor, which is exactly what we've been looking for. That is a dirty touch right there, and that's a pen as well, referee, sir. But Dave, I mean, I think that's exactly what we've been looking for. Is maybe especially from Emerson.
Yeah.
Emerson doesn't really do that. He doesn't take those aggressive touches to try to make something happen. He seems more of a dribbler than anything else by the looks of it from these highlights. Jet Spence, I must say. I can't really tell about the creative abilities, Dave, but yeah, his dribbling seems to be actually quite skillful. I mean, maybe the fact that he is a London boy, Dave. So probably does make a bit of sense. It's got a bit of the Tuckers on him, and he has a bit of the long, kind of, lanky kind of Tuckers, which, as you know, Dave, I'm a huge fan of. So I must say, like, Jed Spence, the real deal, at least by the looks of it. At least for ball progression, Dave, that's exactly what we need. We need our right back to be able to be confident on the ball and be able to surge forward like this. And if all he needs is just to slot it across to Harry Kane like that, Dave, I mean, it's exactly what we're looking for.
It's exactly what we need, Jack. Look, what I've noticed so far in this highlight reel alone, not once have I seen him go to ground to make a tackle. And the great Maldini once said, once you go to the ground, you've already made a mistake. And then you also look at him going forward. He's trouble, Jack. He has the ability to be able to take on his man. He has the ability to be able to pass the ball. He has the ability to be able to cross a ball. And you put him in there with someone like Kane, Son, and stuff like that, he's only going to look so much more better.
Yeah, I think he can only look better. And to be honest, with the space that we see Emerson collect, Dave, Jed Spence, if he was picking up this sort of space that Emerson does, I mean, he would be an absolute menace. I bet he'd be actually scoring a few goals if he has a decent finish on him. Because I really do like his dribbling, Dave. He's very direct with his dribbling. It's not like he's kind of just touching it out wide every time. He's almost like touching it into spaces to really make something happen, to actually, perhaps, lead to some sort of goal scoring chance. He doesn't just take the same approach every time. And like you've been saying here, he doesn't also go to ground a lot, which is good to see.
No, it's absolutely brilliant. But like, the thing is, this guy, he has the pace, Jack, to be able to cause problems going forward. But even on these recovery runs, how many times have we seen players give away free kicks? He's not giving away any whatsoever. He's getting back there and he's getting his shoulder to shoulder and he's taking off the ball. His pace is a huge asset. For me, I think if you want anyone to maybe replicate what Kyle Walker did at Tottenham, this is your best hope going forward. Look how strong he is on the ball. Look how athletic he is. How confident he is as well, even under pressure. To be able to play around the player. Ooh. Look at that. Wins your free kicks. He bombs forward as well.
Come on. Oh, what a banger as well there.
See, this guy, I think he has it all to be able to succeed in the Premier League. And if it's at 15 million, that is a snip. That is a good deal.
15 million, that's what we're remembering. Yeah, absolutely.
Half of our wingers don't even do that.
Now, Dave, we all say every highlight reel, makes, everybody look like Messi. Everybody probably makes this guy look like prime Cafu. But do you feel like maybe this highlight reel is accurate maybe to the player?
Yeah, 100%. From what I've seen of him this season, 100% this highlight reel is accurate to what I've seen of the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone just has to go back and look at his performance.
I think it's a question worth asking. That's all. I think, I just think it's a question worth asking.
No, the hype about this guy is fully justified. He's good on the ball. Ooh. Look at that. See, even that. He's under pressure. He doesn't panic. Just nutmeg. I'm out. It's that coolness at right back or at right wing back. That differentiates the real world-class ones from an average one. Yeah. This guy already has it. He just needs that platform to go and perform. It's all he needs.
Oh, well done. Good stock.
Look at that. Ball. That's a great ball. Harry Kane would love that. Oh, you naughty boy. Honestly, he should come with a warning. Look at this. Think of.
Oh, no, he is. He's actually class. No, he is actually class. No, he is actually class.
You're getting a striker, a winger, a midfielder, and a fullback all in one player here.
Oh my god!
That is naughty. He should be sent to detention for that.
I would take this guy. I might take this guy even over Lamptey, especially considering the price as well. I would absolutely take this guy. Homegrown as well, Dave, which is just great. Homegrown, which has always helped so much. I'd pay 20. I'd easily fork over 20, 30 million. I'd even fork over 30. Might as well. We've done it for Sessegnon, so we might as well do it for him, Dave.
Not 30 million I'd fork over, not a problem. Look, for me, I know a lot of people rate Lamptey. I actually think this guy is better than Lamptey, to be honest with you. He's a lot taller than Lamptey as well, And for me, I think 50 million for Lamptey, 25 to 30 million, and that's at max. I mean, you probably will get him for 15, 20. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. Look at that. And look at it. Do you know what it is, Jack? He's well able to look after the ball on his own. He doesn't need help. And I think that's what his biggest probably attribute and ability is.
Yeah.
Is that he doesn't need other players around him to make him look good. He can look after that ball himself.
I know what you're saying.
Like, look at that. No one even comes to give him an option because they know exactly what he's going to do. That's a red card. Not a red card.
Oh,
I mean, even look at some of the balls he's put in. Imagine if they could finish. Imagine the amount of assists this guy would already have.
the championship is also a league where you can be put under a lot of pressure. So, like you said, Dave, like, he's going to be comfortable with the ball at his feet. Like, he's not going to be, a bit nervous. He's not. He seems to be someone that could handle the pressure of the Premier League well, because the championship by no means is like a league where you always are, having players sit off and sit back off of you.
Yeah. Look, championship is more physical than the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's a lot more physical. In the Premier League, when you have teams that drop off to give you time and the space. In the Championship, everyone's just at each other. That doesn't happen. It's more physical, in my opinion. And it's more demanding because the amount of games you have to play down there as well, including cup games, you literally
They play plenty more games
every single week. So, look, for me, I think this guy is an absolute no-brainer. And, anyone that looks at the highlight reel and says no to this guy, I don't know what you're watching.
Yeah, everybody. Certainly, I'd take him for 20, 30 million. I feel like he'd be an excellent compliment, on the right wing back position. You get rid of Doherty, bring him in. Maybe the Emerson problem doesn't look so bad anymore, as well as the Doherty problem doesn't look so bad. I feel like he could be a priority maybe for Paratici in the summer, especially just for homegrown reasons. I think it just makes everyone happy sort of signing. I think he's just a guy that makes almost everybody happy. But everybody, by the looks of it, somebody that I think Spurs should absolutely pursue. Yeah, Dave.
Just quickly, Jack. So I'm going to pose a quick question to you, and I think many people will be in the same boat as you. So not many people have been aware of this guy or really know too much about this guy. And, watching the highlight reel, bar the Arsenal game, would probably be the only time they've really seen anything from this guy. What is it about this guy that you think he can add to, not even Tottenham, but to the Premier League, to a team in the Premier League in general, that we're looking at this guy? What is it that he brings that maybe they lack? Others in that position.
To be fair, Dave, like by the looks of it, I kind of thought he seemed like somebody that could play more of a right back than a right wing back. By the looks of it, he's more of a right wing back than even a right back. By this, because he seems to be very comfortable going forward and flying forward on his own. He doesn't always really look to pass it. He actually looks to beat a man, it seems like, right away when he receives the ball, which speaks to his confidence, speaks to his, kind of capabilities on the ball. And he seems to also manipulate it really well, especially taking his kind of lanky sort of, legs, to his advantage as well. For me, Dave, he seems like a right wing back. So any sort of Premier League team that is searching for sort of a right wing back to be able to kind of progress the ball forward with just their two legs. That's what we were looking for with Traore, Dave, was just somebody to just get the ball forward, just on their own practically. And then from there, you can maybe work with it. And it seems like Jed Spence would be an excellent version of maybe what we were looking for Traore to do. So for me, Dave, I think he'd be an excellent signing. I think whatever we were going to pay for Traore, you pay for Jed Spence. And I think that'd be an excellent deal, because what he brings you, or any Premier League team, is ball progression without needing to get rid of it. I think he seems to be plenty comfortable on the ball, and it certainly could be a good right wing back for anybody.
And what I would say is, if Tottenham don't snap him up, you can guarantee United, maybe Liverpool, and other top teams in the Premier League will come sniffing for this guy. So we have to get in there fast and early to get him. For me, I think he'd fit the Conte system absolutely perfectly. You look what Conte done with Victor Moses, turning him into sort of a wing back, and you'd look at Jed Spence. He has all them sort of attributes, but in my opinion, a lot better on the ball. So imagine what he could do with this guy. It'll be unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, there you are, everybody. That'll be all for now. We will be doing more highlight reactions, as well as plenty more content on this channel. Do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hovering around 1,000, it seems, but really appreciative of everybody that has, joined the Flat Cap Army so far. But that'll be all for now. And David and I, we will be seeing you.